friend, it's Pat Sloan here. Welcome to February. Happy February. Seeing you on the, what is it, the 4th? Yes, so you've been in February for a couple of days now. I hope it has been amazing. I really like February. I don't know why. I think it's because Valentine's Day. I'm a girl that's all about the hearts. The hearts and the pink and the red and the sweet. Yeah, that's me. What are some things going on? It was Groundhog Day, but I have filmed this prior to Groundhog Day, so I don't know what is going on there, but I am sure hoping that spring will be early. That is my wish. That is my wish. It was also Carrot Cake Day over the weekend, and that is one of my favorite cakes. I used to get it for my birthday every year. I don't now because I can't eat cream cheese like I could, before. But yeah, cream cheese frosting. That's like, why have it if you can't have that? And it is Homemade Soup Day. Which, if you want to share a homemade soup recipe, come over to the Fireside Chat at Facebook. It is my group for our non-quilting conversations that we do here at YouTube. So you can talk about your gardening, your cooking, your making bags, things that are not quilt related. So if you want to share some soup recipes, I know we would all love to hear them. And if you have some that are not cream based, then you get a bonus point from me. Okay, color of the month. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think the color of the month might be? Red, everything red. Yes, it is red quilts. We want to see red quilts with a lot of red. My heart beats faster if it's red and white. Just saying. So share those red quilts. Primarily red and whatever color is doing it for you. All right, now I had down on our calendar a Valentine project, and the reality is I can't make it. I can't make this Valentine project. I want to, but I don't have time. I don't want to make time either. So let me just show it to you. So isn't this darling? It is a free project from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I know some of you have already ordered your Cupid boxes, which will probably be arriving if they haven't already started arriving. As of filming this, I don't have mine yet. But there is a project in that you'll, might want to do. But for those who do not order a Cupid box, you can still do it. But this is a great project. It's free. I won't be doing it. But I did pick up Valentine fabric because I always like to get Valentine fabric. So let me show you that and a few other things. First, I had a card the other day from Tony in Washington. She sent along this wonderful card, which is actually Williamsburg, Virginia. So cool. I love it. Love Williamsburg, Virginia. If you have been to Williamsburg, Virginia, leave me a comment here at YouTube. I'd like to know. And she also sent some really sweet, I like to collect the unique cards, particularly if they're from the state. So these are from Washington State, 1971. That is the year Starbucks started. It is also the year my younger brother was born. Yay, Tom. Okay, so what did I get? I got this line called Sweetheart from Riley Blake, and primarily because conversational hearts, they are so cute, and the reds and pinks and more conversational hearts. And yeah, let me just scroll in here. Little tiny hearts. I mean, you can always use this kind of fabric. X's and O's, love that. Little, even more bitty hearts with dots. And little bubbles, I think. A checkerboard. How cute is that? And then all of them in pink. Oh, I love you. I say that all the time. I love you. X's and O's. There's checkerboard in pink. And then on white, everything on white. This would just be so darling. The I love yous and checkerboards. So it also came with this panel. So this could be like a cute door banner, pillows. So there's two sides, Be My Valentine, and then You're So Sweet. Love it. But let me show you. Let me just show you some of the things I got because I was in that mood. They just jumped in my basket. Yeah, I saw the donkeys. Oh my gosh, this is a Heather Ross print. The donkeys are bigger than I was expecting. Sometimes her images are pretty small, but here's my hand next to the donkey. And they're pretty big, but they're darn cute. I don't know whether they could fit in my green 100 blocks or not. I also picked up this pink ribbon, Renaissance ribbons with the Christmassy things and the fa la la on there, the gingerbread houses, you know, the peppermints. Oh, I had to have that before it's gone. Got a few super cute labels. I will link this all in the description box below. And little pools. These are Lizzie House. Lizzie House has just started working with Moda Fabrics, and so these are being put out now. She was publishing them herself for a while when she wasn't doing fabric. Now she's doing fabric again, but they are so stinking cute. And I got this. Oh my, oh my, oh my, look. Pink pumpkins. They're bigger than I thought. I didn't think they'd be this big, and I got 3 of them because I'm going to put them with my decorations when I switch them out. They're not switched out yet, but I'm going to switch them out over the next few days. So next week I'll show you them switched. And look how cute they are. So cute. Okay. All right. Already. Yeah. Status on the Christmas kitties. I did the entire, all the stars, except that I'm now filling in, you know, them, and then I'm starting from the bottom up and working another section of the tree. So I stopped the stars. The stars are done now, except for the little reds that I need to do in the center. And once I switch thread color, once I finish with this thread color, I'll switch it back over. So that's the status there. Okay, we're gonna do the autumn quilt book we're working on, and then I want to go and show you a few things I did with my downsizing of my supplies and things, plus a little look at the status of where things are now. So first we are working on the autumn leaves, and I am doing the one on the wall that you can see. I never can remember the names of them. Blueberry orange bread. Okay, if you've got a blueberry orange bread recipe, put that in the fireside chat as well, so we can all have it. So this is what I'm doing. And I talked about how I was laying out the blocks, and so now let's see, here's the final, and let's do it up close. Working on the layout, like the direction they're gonna go, which is kind of fun. I like doing that. It's a bit of a puzzle, because what I wanted was that nothing going across or going down were going the same direction. Like I wouldn't want these 2 blocks going the same direction, nor these 2 blocks going, you know, the same direction. And so what I ended up, I didn't even realize it, is that it goes, leaf kind of goes up, down, up. And then the opposite, the next row is down, up, down. And then we're back to up, down, up. The stems are all going different ways, and I also didn't want any of them to be connected like this, you know, like that one rotated so the stem is this way. I didn't want that visual of the stems kind of being together like that. So there we go. I did all those rotations, and I am happy with that. That is going to be the order. So what I'm going to do next is sew the sashing to it for next week. So I will be working on that on the next day or so. I'm going to leave it up here on the design wall. Plus I have the lemon chiffon. That unit is a long unit that needs to go to the bigger one, which is down in there. And then I've got, I think, one more to do, another 4-patch, big 4-patch, which is what you're seeing on that part. So okay, we're ready to go. That layout is it. I will take a picture, because you should always take a picture just in case all of a sudden you can't work on it for a while and maybe things fall off the wall for some reason, or you all of a sudden you pick them up and put them away and you forgot that you didn't take a picture. Take a picture now after you first do it, and then that way you've got it set so that you can go back if you really like the layout of something. It's always good to be organized like that. All right, before we look at the other stuff, let me get the 100 blocks. I did not get any more cut and sewn, but we're going to pick fabric for the next 4. And I'll just grab some fabrics and we'll see. They're all kind of these plus signs, various, whether they're skinny plus signs or they're the more chunky, like here's one. I like this up in the corner like that. There's like she used a solid. There is 4 of them and another skinny one. So I want to pick fabrics for this grouping. This is really interesting because they use the fabric so that these two, there's definition, but it's super low contrast. You see that? And that big plus right in the middle is super visual, you know, like that takes prime. It's prime and center. So what I'm going to do is just look at some of the green fabrics that I have. First of all, one of our friends sent me Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is one of the games I play, video games. I play Animal Crossing on the Switch, and then on my phone app I have Animal Crossing Complete, which is the phone version, which is a much more reduced. It's slightly different, but it has a lot of the same characters, these guys. I play Monopoly Go on my phone. I also then play Disney Dreamlight Valley as the main game that I play on the big computer. So this is super cute. So it could be the background for one of those. So if I was using this as the background, and what I like is it's got green and it has some yellow. This is Isabel and this is Mr. Nook. Who's a shyster, by the way. He's always taking your money for something because he needs you to pay for things. So if I'm going to do green, I could use this word text or just get another green that I have. But what I'm going to do is just pick kind of like the fabrics out of here that are, let me see, yeah, these are sort of the ones, these are the ones that have more personality, like, you know, the novelty print type. So one of them will have this. Maybe not with that, but I'll pick a green to go with it. So pretty much I have to, did I use the big dots yet? Yes, I did. I did use the big dots. And I'm going to do the frogs. Definitely one has to have the frogs. I might leave the dots out. But I think I can do one. There's a lot, some of those have some big background space. So I can do the cats for one, so I can bring some yellow into the block. Bring the block in with a lot of yellow. And maybe, let's see, let's pick one more. Oh, here, look at this. Look at this. This has got the frogs. Frogs and, yeah, I think they're frogs and lily pads. So, got frogs and frogs, but that's okay. I also have this one with the birds, but I did play around with that one once already. So we'll just put that back in here for now. Okay. And I do have, let's see, I have these great strawberries too. So I'm going to leave all these out, and these are the things I'm going to work from and pick so that I can get those next 4 blocks cut so I can sew them while I'm doing some other things. Now, we're going to look at some of my thoughts on decluttering or downsizing, my right-sizing my stuff. And one of them is that part center. So I have a nice segment here walking you through, showing you my part center and how I thought about it to bring it down to a much smaller group. And then I'll go right from that and walk you through where things are right now. On my right-sizing journey, this is January, we're going into February with this. I might even have to do a little bit of March right-sizing, just depending on when and where and how much I get rolling on this. So one of the other things I wanted to do was deal with my part center. Okay, what is the part center for those of you who are new to my channel and haven't been here for very long? When I'm making blocks that might be, maybe they don't go in the quilt, maybe they're just a demo for on video, or maybe some of them might be from a long time ago demo from teaching, and there may be the extra half square triangle or the ones that didn't work. Those kinds of things are the part center. They're basically the blocks and units of blocks that didn't go into the project, or in some cases there are a few blocks that I did and then I decided not to do the project. You know, maybe a second colorway and I decided not to go that way because I didn't have time to make 2 of the quilt, that kind of a thing. Have decided that I am pretty much going to eliminate my part center. I'm going to let it go on to new homes. What I will keep are those crumb blocks that I did in 2021, because for me they were kind of a real personal journey in that year to do all of those blocks, and I would like to put those together. Even though I may not keep the quilt, well, most likely I won't keep the quilt. I will give the quilt quilt to charity. But I think just bringing those out again from that year, it was a hard year, 2021 for me. I had to deal with skin cancer. I was still recovering from 2 broken wrists, and of course we were still in a pandemic. So I just feel like I'll keep those. But the other ones, there's probably not many I want to keep. So I'm going to show you what I have, because the reason I'm not going to keep it is because I've had them a long time and I'm not sewing with them. So that means I do not have a great desire to sew with them. I will create more. So I know I will end up creating more. So I do not need to keep these. I can let these go so they can become beautiful quilts to make somebody warm and cozy and feel loved. This group of blocks here were a project that I did. This is like a second colorway. And I really love them, so I kept keeping them because I thought, oh, I will do something with them. Well, that day has not come, and I have found them again, and I still think they're super cool, but I still think the day has come. A lot of it is because of this piece of fabric. This is an older line from Victoria Finlay Wolf that I really love. They look really great, and somebody can just take this and make a quilt. If I take it and make a quilt, it would be super cute, but you know, I just can let somebody else have that fun. So that is definitely one that is going. Like do have a piece in here that I'm going to keep that I just showed you recently. So I'm going to dig that out of that one. I have what is in here? You might ask. You might ask, what is in here? Because it is quite a variety. So let me just show you. Okay, I'll show you this one, but this is what else. I have this, and this, and this, and this. This is red and white. So I have to review the red and white and the Christmassy one. This is blue and white, which would be awesome quilts for somebody. This is fall, probably some sort of miscellaneous. For some reason I put them together, how they might be. So there's, you know, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packages. They will make lots and lots of quilts. So what is in here? Like this one has a house that was from Will You Be My Neighbor. I had started and I was not going to do a second colorway. I decided not to. And so this will be great starter for somebody to use. Then there was like a test block for a pineapple. This is the kind of stuff that's in here. There was some other test blocks that I did for some lanterns, or maybe I was just showing a different colorway. These lanterns, which are super fun, pink and orange, super fun. But, you know, I didn't do any more with them. So there's a cat, which was a sample. There's a strawberry, or no, it's a tulip. That was from a tulip that I just didn't use that one. Another tulip, I just didn't use that one. Here's one canning jar. Oh, that's super cute. As I go through it, like, oh, this was a block that I did like this whole thing of quilt with this. Here's some more bigger patchwork blocks. Okay, so this whole thing has primarily bigger patchwork blocks. So there was, oh, no, wait. Oh, where's the small ones? Here's some panel pieces. Here are a couple, I don't know why, they're a couple fat quarters. Here's a small block that was just to mess around. And then now here are the smalls. Little scrappy flying geese. I mean, half square triangles, regular half square triangles, some sort of open flying geese. You know, there's a quarter square triangle. This is the kind of stuff that's in the bags. So it's a wide variety. They're a lot of fun to do. I've put some stuff up on the wall before in a while back. There's a one grandmother's flower garden block, and I've shown you ways to mess around with this. So, but these are all going to move on. So I just need to package them up a little bit better so that they can be used a little bit more, you know, like color wise. I think I just need to sort these a little bit more, like maybe one's more pastels, maybe one's more brights. I don't have a lot of brights, but you know, richer colors, and then I can give the packages to the charity group so that they have, when they open it, they're a little bit more coordinated from what I have. So there's a little bit of a work, a little bit of a process to get it organized, but that will be on my agenda as one of the next things on my roadmap. Base over here on the shelf, and then I can concentrate on just using my crumb blocks in some things during this coming year. So let me just show you real quick the status. So I'm pretty good, pretty happy. Moved this from the living room and it looks so good in here. No quilts stored on the top, there's quilts inside. These two baskets are empty. I have some shelf space here. I've got another fabric line that's coming in. It'll go up here. Most of this shelf is going to friends. This is pretty, you know, got stuff on it, but not that bad. And let's see, I've got quilts behind there. This is just like before. That didn't change. But then all the stuff that I was moving out, there's that entire white shelf of things is gone. The shelving is out with Greg's stuff. And then the cabinet used to be here. Instead, my desk is here now, which we are going to get a curtain rod so I can hang things up there just like I do up here. So let's look at my studio now. This is not going to look different to you, but everything is more freed up. Space is more freed up. The baskets have room, like I can put my hand in here and fit things in. I probably got rid of at least a third of what was in each of the baskets. I had to get some storage containers for the shelving because there's no drawers on this thing, which is fine. See, I've got space. I can actually, you know, put things in between. That one's tighter. But look how much space is there. I mean, this is like a ton of space. This probably, I got rid of maybe half of it. I still have 3 baskets of red, you know, well, what can I say? And more clearing. This basket's actually empty. Let's see. In the drawers over here, I did put my backings. So most of the, they're not all wide backs, but some of the many of these are wide backs, at least half of them. So I've got backings, and so I will have to try to work through that first before maybe sewing any backings, use those up. And then this is all of my part center now, which is mostly the crumb blocks from whatever year that was that I did it. I thought I wrote that down on here. Oh well. I thought that was on that note, 2021 maybe. This is from before. And then that drawer that was in that side is still empty. So I haven't quite decided what to do with that yet. See, there we go. Just still the empty boxes. So over on my shelving, I still have to work on that a bit. I do still have space, still have blue storage units that are empty. I've got 4 of them up there, and so that's good. But these need, this down here needs a heavy review, and then the drawer down here is also much looser than it was. I got rid of, I have space. I used to have it like shoved, like stuff shoved in the edges too. It was packed. And then up here I need to reevaluate these 2 shelves because they're kind of just more display things, and so I think I'm just going to leave 1 display shelf and then look at what I can put here that's more efficient. I got rid of about half of these foundations because they're either ones I weren't going to use or something, but as you can tell, this is not really, you can't really see a lot of change, but it did. It did change a ton, and I'll just keep working on it, working my roadmap. So you can see there is a big change, and for us it was so nice that my friends could come in a very short amount of time from me pulling everything. And that stuff lived in my living room for about 3 weeks. I know sometimes things have to stay in a spot for much longer while you work through whatever you're working through on them. But I was very lucky that my friends could do that. Now I can't kind of overload them. They need to find homes for those before I can go and give them more things. But what I'll do next is sort through, I think, the quilts into categories. And that'll be where I'll go next. Okay, if you've got more 100 blocks, there's lots of 100 blocks being shown in Quilt Along with Pat Sloan. At some point, I'll gather some up and do a quilt parade, and sometime this month. So show them whenever you can, because it's encouraging. It encourages you to keep going and others to join in. And then, for those of you sewing along on Wendy's autumn quilts, If you're doing the same one as me, we need to have all the blocks done so that we can start to set them. All right, my friend. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone and joining me for the whole month of February. I love you. I'll see you online.